Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources.
Washington Post World, November 10, 12:57 America, New York. Heavy rain in Sri Lanka leaves 16 dead, thousands displaced. At least 16 people have died in floods and mudslides in Sri Lanka following more than a week of heavy rain. Washington Post World, November 10, 12:46 America, New York. India hosts talks on Afghanistan boycotted by rival Pakistan. India is hosting senior security officials from Russia, Iran and 5 Central Asian countries to discuss the situation in Afghanistan following the Taliban takeover of the country. Washington Post World, November 10, 12:25 America, New York. China launches combat drills, dubs U.S. lawmakers' Taiwan trip sneaky. Beijing's bombastic response to a routine visit comes during escalating tensions in the Taiwan Strait. Washington Post World, November 10, 12:01 America, New York. Britain's Boris Johnson should be basking in a global moment. Instead, he is mired in sleaze. Britons are seething over a scandal in which a member of Parliament and Johnson ally was found to have broken lobbying rules, and Downing Street pushed to avoid accountability.
PowerPost, November 10, 7:22 America, New York. An incoming cash infusion could revolutionize cyber protections. It's the largest ever investment in protecting state and local governments from hackers.
Washington Post World, November 10, 7:16 America, New York. Ready for Squid Game Season 2? Creator says it's coming. I almost feel like you leave us no choice. Writer-director Wong Dong-hyuk joked, acknowledging the show's massive popularity.
November 10, 7:14 America, New York. The US and Europe are moving in different directions on COVID-19. In September, when the White House announced its long-awaited plan to welcome vaccinated European travelers, the United States was consumed by a COVID-19 surge that far outpaced Europe's.
CNN.com World, November 10, 7:08 America, New York. American journalist Danny Fenster could face life in prison in Myanmar. American journalist Danny Fenster has been hit with new criminal charges in Myanmar that carry a maximum sentence of life in prison, his lawyer said.
RT World News, November 10, 7:06 America, New York. Merkel wants Putin to help solve Poland-Belarus border crisis. German Chancellor Angela Merkel has told Russian President Vladimir Putin that Belarus' use of migrants to pressure the EU was inhumane and unacceptable and has asked him to press his counterpart in Minsk.
CNN.com World, November 10, 6:57 America, New York. Ethiopia's leader said he would bury his enemy. His spokeswoman doesn't think it was incitement to violence. Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed pledged to bury his government's enemies, with our blood, last week, in an inflammatory speech marking the one-year anniversary of the war in the country's northern Tigray region.
New York Times World News, November 10, 6:49 America, New York. American journalist held in Myanmar faces 2 new charges. Prosecutors filed charges of terrorism and sedition against the journalist Danny Fenster, who once worked at a hard-hitting news outlet hated by Myanmar's governing military. An undated photograph of the American journalist Danny Fenster.
World CBS News, com. November 10, 6:49 America, New York. Prince Harry warned Twitter CEO of coup before January 6 attack. The royal, a frequent critic of all media, says he warned Jack Dorsey that his platform was allowing a coup to be staged in a January 5 email, and hasn't heard from him since.
Time, November 10, 6:46 America, New York. Malala Yousafzai announces her marriage on Twitter. Nobel Peace Prize laureate and education activist Malala Yousafzai has announced her marriage. The 24-year-old Pakistani human rights campaigner who was shot by the Taliban for daring to want an education posted images on Twitter of her celebration on Tuesday with Asr Malik and her family.
November 10, 6:46 America, New York. You're meant to be in bed. Jacinda Ardern's toddler interrupts livestream. New Zealand's Prime Minister, Jacinda Ardern, was faced with unexpected comments as she addressed the nation, not from the opposition, or from an angry citizen, but from her daughter, who interrupted her during a Facebook livestream.
Time, November 10, 6:40 America, New York. How we chose the 100 best inventions of 2021. Every year, Time highlights inventions that are making the world better, smarter and a bit more fun. See last year's list here. To assemble our list of 2021's best inventions, we solicited nominations across a variety of categories from Time's editors and correspondents around the world, and through an online application process.
CNN.com World. November 10, 6:31 America New York, Squid Game creator says second season is coming. Squid Game creator Wong Dong-hyuk has confirmed that he will make a second season of the smash hit Netflix drama.
Time. November 10, 6:30 America New York, there's a travel ban on dogs from more than 100 countries, and you can blame COVID-19. Marine Sergeant John Weldon was deployed in Syria when a dying, days-old puppy appeared at his military base in the middle of May. To save the newborn, which was barely bigger than the hand of the local who dropped it off, the infantryman scoured the internet for a recipe for puppy formula that he could make with limited ingredients. PowerPost. November 10, 6:21 America New York, what the new Pew voter study means for the 2022 midterms. The new report from Pew Research Center offers another frame for understanding what the electorate looks like in the Biden era.
BBC News World. November 10, 6:17 America New York, COP26. Draft deal calls for stronger carbon-cutting targets by end of 2022. The document says vulnerable nations must get more help to cope with the deadly impacts of global warming. BBC News World. November 10, 6:10 America New York, Japan train driver sues over 49 cents in docked wages. The tiny sum was docked after the man caused a 1-minute delay to Japan's punctual train system.
New York Times World News. November 10, 6:09 America New York, why the infrastructure bill matters. Will it show that government can still do big things? A commuter train in New Jersey.
November 10, 6:06 America New York, most adults say Facebook is making society worse. Roughly 3/4 of adults believe Facebook is making American society worse, a new CNN poll conducted by SSRS finds, with about half saying they know somebody who was persuaded to believe in a conspiracy theory because of the site's content. November 10, 6 o'clock America New York, Squid Game creator says second season is coming. Squid Game creator Wong Dong-hyuk has confirmed that he will make a second season of the smash hit Netflix drama.